Here is the second letter dated July 29, 1994, and this is from David Clinton, Deputy Commissioner for Legal Affairs of the Fire Department, Board of Trustees, addressed to Dr. Francis Flum, the Chairman of the Wunby Medical Board. He's the orthopedic on the board, the only orthopedic. It's a 2-page letter. In part, I write to confirm the substance of our telephone conversation yesterday, he states to Dr. Flum. We both agreed that since the disability application process is a sensitive one, and because of that, the Wunby Medical Board should proceed in an objective and impartial a fashion as possible. It is preferable that all practices and procedures that could lead to any appearance of impropriety be eliminated. We thus further agreed that in the future, no member of the office of the Board of Trustees should be involved in any way with drafting, editing, or finalizing of the board certificates. In part, from my experience, there are numerous documents contained in the medical files. If the introductory paragraphs are prepared in advance of your meeting and by persons other than the doctors, questions could logically arise as to how those persons could have chosen those documents that would be material and relevant from those that would not be to the board's decision on a particular case. Therefore, all the introductory paragraphs should be prepared solely by the doctors and should list only those doctors that have been only those documents that have been actually reviewed and have been found relevant to a decision on the case. It is also advisable that prior to meetings, the doctors individually or collectively refrain from discussing the merits of cases with any member of the office of the Board of Trustees. It took many years to prove that Mary L. Sullivan was writing my certificates. This proves that she was caught writing a medical certificate of the Wunby Medical Board. It shows that they don't know how long in the past that she and her staff may have been doing this. But it was just 2 years earlier when I was going through the pension process. She was writing my medical certificates. I'll later confirm this was a statement made by Dr. Flum to me. And yet, Mayor Bloomberg and Fire Commissioner Cassano, I still ask to reopen my disability case. These three powerful individuals, Marlene Gold, Mary L. Sullivan, and Magda DeConing, ruined my life, as well as my family's. I'd like an answer as to why they've done this to me. I don't think I'll ever get one. But who would deserve something like this? I never did anything on the job to get in trouble for. I was never reprimanded. Alcoholics and drug addicts were treated much better than this. I like an answer from these individuals. Why? Why did they do this and why did they go to the extent? What did I ever do to anybody? Anybody who ever worked with me, that worked with me, that went to fires with me, knew I was a good fireman. And I was the type of fireman, the type of person that would give my shirt off my back to anybody that needed help. Fire Commissioner Cassano must have known Marlene Gold and Mary L. Sullivan. He was Chief of Operations at the Fire Department headquarters when I was going through my retirement process. Marlene Gold, years later, went on to serve as Deputy Mayor for Mayor Bloomberg. and now holds a more powerful job as the Director of Labor Relations. She was appointed by the city, Mayor Bloomberg's office. Where she stays in contact with the fire department commissioner and his workers and the mayor's office. Dealing with the collective bargaining agreements to all city workers. This is what I'm up against. When I say powerful individuals, this is very political, my case, and so are these individuals, very political and powerful, especially Marlene Gold. Now what happens with my court case is the New York City Corporation Council appeals my winning decision. On 11/15/94, the court states its findings. The court reverses my case. The court finds that my disability was from a 1983 broken jaw. Again, this is unbelievable. The One-B Board had already ruled out my 1983 broken jaw. And I had no prior neck or back pain. This is confirmed over and over again on the record. The appellate court in this 11/15/94 decision states that my second medical board adhered to its original unanimous determination. Again, not true. The One-B Board, if you remember, changed my decision to 11/1/87, gave a whole different date, of which again I had no prior neck or back injury, and proven over and over and over again. So now, according to the appellate court, as of now, I'm retired on a 1983 broken jaw that was already ruled out by the One-B Board. And my case just got reversed now due to the continued pension fraud that made its way into the courts. The appellate court is not allowed to make a medical findings on a disability that was already ruled out by the One-B Medical Board. They're not allowed to. The continuing fraud during my pension process of altering my medical documents and withholding my medical documents and destroying my medical documents, including my attorney's 52 memorandums being destroyed, 8 or 10 Board of Trustees transcripts being destroyed. And remember the MRI of my lumbar spine, Rosemary Carroll sent in her 11/4/91 memo asking for my back to be addressed, also destroyed. And the EMG test dated 9/27, the last one that I had taken, which was positive, and Marlene Gold said it was negative on record when she was playing doctor and mentioned in medical reports that were negative when in fact they were positive on record, and she lied. So my 9/27/91 EMG never read, destroyed, and never sent to the courts along with the MRI and all the other documents. And 40 or 50 Bureau of Health Services medical reports, examination reports from the fire department medical officers also left out of the appellate courts. And the 1984 Fire Department Medical Office yearly medical exam states no neck or back injury. This report was also missing from the appellate courts. This was a year and a half after my 1983 broken jaw, proving no previous injuries. Even my x-ray report that was being held back from the medical board was never read, which was given to Marlene Gold and Mayor O'Sullivan by my attorney's memos and myself.